But will McCaffrey take it home as the #1 overall running back in 2020? That's what we're here for. The running back position is the most important in fantasy football for 2020, really for every year. You got to grab one of these guys. So on draft day, take this list, make it happen. Here's your top 12 running backs in a PPR league. It's the way I play, the way I encourage you to play in 2020. Okay. This was kind of easy, easier than the quarterbacks. At number 12, I'm going with the air guitarist, Austin Ekeler. He of Los Angeles Hard Knocks fame. He was the 5th highest scoring running back in PPR leagues last season. 1,500 plus total yards, 11 touchdowns, close to 100 catches. Now, no more Melvin Gordon. I've seen a lot of skeptics out there. Might be a little committee action, but he has done nothing but prove himself and outwork everyone in this league. At 11, I give you Joe Mixon. He finished 8th among running backs in rushing last year. He had over 1,400 total yards. People, this offense is going to be way better this season. He should only get more efficient with the touches he's given. He's unquestioned #1. That's what I want in my fantasy league. Heavy workload and a tremendous talent on the field. At 10, let's go Nick Chubb. I know Browns fans not happy to see him so low. He was the 2nd leading rusher in the NFL last year. I know people are concerned about Kareem Hunt being there. That's why I have him a little bit lower, but he is coming off a year, and I think he takes a bulk of the workload. We've got Kevin Stefanski there. He's running back friendly. Let's go, Chubb. At 9, Dalvin Cook. This is a struggle. I wanted to put him a little higher, and I think he will follow up his breakout season with a strong one in 2020, but he has had significant injuries. You have to take that into account. He's never played a full 16 games in his career, and Kevin Stefanski, who I just talked about being running back friendly, is no longer the OC there in Minnesota, so I'm going to go ahead and put him at 9. At 8, Josh Jacobs. I have him a bit higher than a lot of people. Listen, I don't think he gets enough credit. Also, he caught about just 20 balls last season. This is a guy who caught the ball a ton in college, and hopefully they can get that into his hands and improve those PPR points this year. If you look at this, he finished 3rd in rushing yards per game among rookies last season. No, just per game, not even among rookies, guys. Here's Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb. He's got one of the best lines in the league to run behind. He'll get a ton of touches, so defenses are continuing to, back up with all the speed, and the Raiders have added to that receiver group. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for him and Carr underneath. At 7, Miles Sanders. Let's go. It's the year of Miles Sanders. His last 4 games as the #1 guy without Jordan Howard. 125 total yards, touchdown a game. Even splitting time, he put up 1,300 plus total yards, 50 catches on the year, and he's got a great offensive line that is gelled and ready to go as well. At 6, this might be controversial. Schrager would say it's too low. A lot of people would say it's too high. Clyde Edwards-HELAIRE. You might be nervous about taking a rookie, but guess what? We've seen 4 rookies finish in the top 5 in PPR leagues over the last 4 years. This guy is versatile. He's explosive. The perfect fit for an offense that puts up points. Spread-based run game. This is just like what he had in college. I'm here for the hype. At 5, the king, the newly minted Derrick Henry. Led the NFL in rushing. Caught just 18 balls, though, so it's hard for me. You can understand this, guys. Titans fans not happy, I'm sure, but he's got to catch balls for him to be higher on this list. I don't love the slow starts. He has to prove to me he can do it from the jump in week 1. Still a top back. I cannot put him ahead of ALVIN KAMARA at number 4. Here's the deal. He had an injury that had him say, quote, I felt like I was playing on one leg, but he still finished top 10 in PPR, 8th actually. He had 81 catches, which is insane. Alvin Kamara being back, being healthy, Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, all helping. Get this, over a 2-year stretch from 2017 to 2018, he finished 2nd among running backs in PPR points, total touchdowns, and catches. So if healthy this year, are you kidding me with these numbers? Averaging 21.76 fantasy points per game. He's gonna tear it up. At 3, Zeke Elliott. Last year, the first season, he didn't lead the league in rushing yards per game, but, he still finished 3rd in PPR leagues. He could easily finish the season as the #1 guy. I like the floor. I love the ceiling. At 2, Saquon Barkley. #1 PPR back in his rookie season. He still finished in the top 10 last year. He missed 3 games, though. He was playing a bit hurt. The last 3 games, when he was healthy, we saw those runs. There was one sick run he had against the Redskins that I even talked to him about. He flexed on everyone. He put up 180 total yards a game, 5 touchdowns. He's going to carry that into this year. And here we have it, guys. Your number one running back for 2020, I believe unanimously around any fantasy expert in the NFL, Christian McCaffrey, 1,000. Did you know that we had the second highest PPR season of any running back ever? Only LaDainian Tomlinson's 31 touchdown season beat out what CMC did last year. So here's what I feel like. The stability, having Teddy Bridgewater there for the entire season, having a young, creative offensive coordinator in Joe Brady is only going to help Christian McCaffrey. They paid him to use him, and they're gonna do just that. So take a look at my top 12 fantasy running backs for 2020. Who did I miss? Who got shafted? You guys gotta let me know. Christian at the top, EKELER at the bottom.